Picture a village hidden deep in the wild, where no plowed fields marked the land, no fences protected crops, and no barns stored harvests. Yet people thrived, feeding families generation after generation. How, not with modern tools or sprawling farms, but with nature itself. Their secret was blending life with the wilderness, turning forests, riversides, and clearings into living gardens without leaving a trace. These villagers didn't fight the wild, they worked with it. Beneath towering trees, they planted roots that needed little light, knowing shade kept soil moist and fertile. Along streams, they scattered seeds that flourished with each seasonal flood. Their knowledge of plants was unmatched. They understood which vines bore fruit, which shrubs gave edible leaves, and how to place them so no one, not even wild animals, could take more than what was needed. The jungle became a pantry, hidden in plain sight. What's more remarkable? These growers didn't clear land or build walls. Instead, they used companion planting pairing species that helped one another thrive. Trees provided shelter for climbing beans. Ground vines kept moisture locked in for tubers below. Flowers attracted bees, ensuring fruiting plants produced abundantly. Nature's design became their blueprint, and with every harvest, they gave back, replanting, preserving, protecting. This wasn't random. It was strategy passed down by elders who read the land like a map. Every patch of forest, every bend in a river, held a purpose. Children learned where wild grains grew best, where honey could be safely gathered, where nuts dropped each season. There were no written records. Every lesson lived in memory, in practice, in the rhythm of daily life. Modern science is only beginning to catch up. Researchers studying these ancient techniques are stunned at their sustainability. No pesticides, no artificial fertilizers, no waste. It's just harmony and unbroken chain of care between people and the earth. Imagine applying this wisdom today. Cities with hidden food forests, communities nourished by land, left wild yet generous. Look at your surroundings. Could that empty lot host berries? Could a rooftop shelter herbs? Could nature's way feed millions again? The villagers proved it's possible. Their legacy invites us to rethink farming, to see the wild not as untamed, but as a partner in survival. Let this story ignite your imagination. The path of those villagers isn't lost, it waits for us to walk it again. Join the journey, uncover more forgotten ways that shaped human endurance. Every secret of the past holds a lesson for the future. Are you ready to learn? Now let's talk about the incredible impact this way of life had on the people who lived it. But before we do, please show your support if you've enjoyed the story so far. Your support helps us bring more of these fascinating tales to a wider audience. So thank you. Now let's continue. The people who lived this way weren't just surviving, or thriving. Their connection to the land wasn't just practical, it was intimate. They knew the language of the wild, the whispers of the wind through the trees, the murmur of streams, the signs in every leaf and bud. This deep understanding allowed them to live in harmony with nature, taking only what they needed and giving back in return. Their houses might have been simple, their tools rudimentary, but their ingenuity was boundless. From the sturdy homes woven from the very vines and branches of the forest to the ingenious traps set with the patience of a spider, everything was a testament to their resourcefulness. Even their clothing, often made from the tough fibers of plants, was a marvel of practicality and durability. More than just the tools of survival, these folks had an arsenal of knowledge. Their understanding of medicinal plants was profound. They knew which roots could heal a wound, which leaves could soothe an ailment. This wasn't just luck, it was a legacy of knowledge passed down through generations, a living library held in the minds of elders. But their wisdom went beyond healing. These villagers understood the rhythms of the wild, the cycles of planting and harvesting, the patterns of weather and climate. They read the stars for guidance, finding direction in the constellations. Every part of their lives, from when to sow seeds to the very design of their homes, was influenced by this deep-rooted knowledge. It wasn't a rigid set of rules, it was a way of thinking, a philosophy that saw humans not as masters of the wild, but as part of it. Intricately connected and utterly dependent on the natural world. Their strength wasn't just in numbers, though. Their unity was their power. They shared what they gathered, cared for the sick and the old, and defended their territory together. When dangers like fires or floods threatened, everyone pitched in, showcasing the true meaning of community. In such times, their unity shone brightly, proving that their way of life wasn't just about surviving individually, but about thriving collectively. And let's not forget the role of curiosity. These people weren't passive in their relationship with the land. They questioned, they observed, and they experimented. Each new plant they came across, each new technique they tried, was a result of their innate desire to understand and interact with their environment. This spirit of inquiry drove their innovations, making their lives richer and their survival more resilient. In essence, their existence was a beautiful blend of respect, understanding, and collaboration. They didn't conquer the wild, they joined it, enriching both themselves and the environment they inhabited. Their lifestyle wasn't just a means to an end, it was a way of being, testament to the enduring strength and adaptability of the human spirit. Now, let's shift our focus to the impact this way of life had on the land itself. These people weren't just consumers of nature's bounty, they were its partners. Their interaction with the environment was a delicate dance, a give and take that ensured the land's health and productivity over generations. First and foremost, they practiced what we would call today sustainable harvesting. They took only what they needed, leaving enough behind for the plants to regenerate and for the ecosystem to thrive. This wasn't just about immediate sustenance. It was about long-term viability. They understood that a healthy forest or riverbank could keep giving, and they respected that. Think of it like having a friend who always has your back. That's what these people's relationship with the land was like. They looked after it, nurtured it, and it returned the favor, providing them with abundant resources year after year. But their impact went beyond just taking. These people were also contributors. They enriched the soil, controlled invasive species, and even shaped the landscape to their needs. For instance, they might have used fire in a controlled manner to clear areas for planting or to encourage the growth of certain plants. This might sound counterintuitive, but fire, when used correctly, can be a powerful tool for renewal and growth. They might have also introduced new species, either intentionally or accidentally, and these could have become valuable additions to the local ecosystem. Through all of this, they weren't just adapting to the environment, they were influencing it, subtly but significantly. What's more, their methods were often indistinguishable from the environment itself. Take, for example, the way they might have managed fish populations, or the ingenious traps they set for game. These weren't brutal or wasteful. They were designed to maintain balance, to ensure the continued health of both the animal population and their own food supply. In essence, their impact on the land was one of stewardship. They didn't exploit, they conserved. They didn't conquer, they collaborated. Their way of life was a model of harmony, showing us that humans can live in balance with nature, taking what we need while giving back in return. Imagine a world where every human community followed this model, where every interaction with the environment was guided by respect, understanding, and reciprocity. It's a compelling vision, isn't it? Now, let's explore the implications of this way of life on the broader canvas of human history. The impact of these people extended far beyond their immediate surroundings. Their lifestyle was a crucible, forging a unique blend of resilience, adaptability, and harmony with the environment that shaped generations to come. Their resilience wasn't just about surviving tough times, it was about thriving despite them. Their ability to adapt to changing environments, to turn challenges into opportunities, was a defining trait. This resilience became the bedrock of their cultures, influencing everything from their social structures to their belief systems. For example, their intimate knowledge of the land led to a deep sense of belonging. Their history was rooted in the soil they walked on, shaping their identity and cultural values. This strong sense of place fostered a deep sense of community and belonging. The collective action required to manage their territories and resources brought people together, creating tight-knit societies where cooperation and mutual aid were the norm. Moreover, their lifestyle was a cradle of innovation. The need to make the most of limited resources spurred creativity. From developing new tools to finding novel uses for plants, these people were constantly experimenting. This spirit of innovation wasn't confined to material things. It permeated their culture, their art, their stories, all reflecting a vibrant imagination honed by necessity and nurtured by a close relationship with nature. But perhaps their most significant legacy was their reverence for nature. Their lifestyle wasn't just about living off the land, it was about living with it, respecting it, understanding it, and cherishing it. This ethos wasn't static. It evolved as they interacted with new environments and encountered different ways of life. As they migrated or encountered other cultures, they carried this ethos with them, often adapting it to local conditions. In doing so, they became architects of their own destinies, shaping not just their own lives, but the landscapes and communities they inhabited. Their impact on the world serves as a potent reminder of the power of human ingenuity and adaptability. Their story is a testament to the extraordinary capacity of human beings to not just survive, but to thrive in the most challenging environments, leaving an indelible mark on the world around them. So there you have it, a glimpse into a world where humans and nature existed in a delicate balance, where every action was a step in an intricate dance, a world where survival wasn't just about enduring, it was about thriving. Now it's time to hear from you. What struck you the most about the story? The ingenuity, the resilience, or perhaps the harmonious relationship with nature? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to show your support for more captivating tales of human endurance. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. Till next time, stay curious and keep exploring.